Hello and welcome to the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich. Welcome, Coach.
Steven, I thought we were going to shake hands. Okay, yeah, thank you for having me.
Coach, first, happy holidays. Thanksgiving's tomorrow, so
And happy holidays to everybody, right? It's our favorite holiday of the year, that's for sure, Thanksgiving.
So since we last spoke, you played 4 games, a home game here against Kennesaw State, and then you went down to the Charleston Classic. Just your overall assessment of the last 4 games for your team.
Yeah, 4 games in 7 days is a tough assignment, and I think for the most part we weathered the storm pretty good, and I think we came out of it being a better basketball team through all the experiences. Starting with Kennesaw State, I don't feel like we played our best game, but when you can do that and still win by about 20, I think you should feel good about yourselves. And then great win against Dayton. Tough challenges the next 2. Clemson really presented some problems with us at every position with their length and athleticism. Auburn, if not for 8 bad minutes in the second half, I feel like we could have pulled that one off.
So we'll get to each of the games down in Charleston for a moment, but the Kennesaw State game, you remarked after that game that it was not your best effort, and then you did still win the game by 20. Eli Pemberton played really well. Obviously, Justin's been scoring at will almost this season. Talk about offensively how you're able to be so successful right now.
Well, it's not a. People are quick to talk about Justin and how well he scores, and they should. He's an incredible scorer, but it's a team where a lot of guys can score points. I mean, Elijah can have big games, and Rock's going to have some games where he gets his mid-teens, even into the 20s. Kenny Wormley can score us a bucket. Joel Angus always seems to get 10 points, and then the other guys chip in. So, it's not a one-man band. I think we got some guys that can score some points, and the perfect game will be to have a real balanced team where everybody gets 5 guys scoring double figures.
We'll get on to the Dayton game. Just a really great win for your program, 72-69 over the 2-time defending regular season champions in the Atlantic 10. Just like you kind of said, complete team effort, top to bottom. You got great contributions from everybody. What was the difference in that game that you felt like to be able to come out with that win?
You're looking for qualities that your team has, and one of the qualities I think our team has is a toughness about them. We preach that. We try to hammer that home how important toughness is. But our guys like the big games. They want to be out there. Like some teams will cower a little bit when they go up against Dayton and Clemson and Auburn. But our guys like it. They want to be out there. They accept the challenge, and the brighter the lights, the more they're ready to go. 2
real important things that happened that game that really, I think, made you very excited. About the last 4 minutes, your defense was just incredible. Lots of stops. While your team wasn't able to score offensively, you went to the free throw line a lot, but you were not able to get the baskets on the flow of the game. And then Rokas Gustis with 2 game-winning free throws in the final minute.
Yeah, he's a winner. I mean, when you talk about people that want to be there when the lights are bright, no one epitomizes that more than Rokas Gustis. I mean, he's a winner in every sense of the word. Everything he does is about winning, and he kind of leads us in that way. But our defense was really good down the stretch, and it had to be, or else we wouldn't have won that game. And the battle cry is just that when our defense is good, we can be a pretty good team.
Yeah, and late in that game, you had led almost start to finish the first 36 minutes of the game. They actually took the lead. Was there a concern in your mind as that game's going down the wire and they take the lead that your team might fold, but they eventually did not?
Well, of course there's a concern. It's the first time we were in that situation, but I do believe in our teams, and the kids believe in themselves, and they didn't rattle at all. They didn't. We went down by 1 late in the game, and you're right. We had every opportunity to pack it in and say, okay, well, we almost did it. We couldn't do it, but our guys just refused to lose, and as we've said a couple times already, just what a great win for our program.
And a road game almost.
Amazing. I mean, they share with us. 1,200 people traveled from Dayton, Ohio, to Charleston to see that game. The band was playing, and it was a tournament atmosphere. It really was.
Next game you face Clemson. Really, the difference in that game was the last minute or 2 of that first half. They had 2 3-pointers. It was a 1-possession game, and it kind of it felt like deflated Hofstra a little bit. Did you kind of sense the same thing?
Yeah, it did. We just had that one stretch. You nailed it. We just didn't quite get in the passing lanes on two in our zone, and then they were able to make a quick pass, and quick passes lead to step and catch and shoot threes, and to their credit, they nailed them both, and that just took the air out of our balloon. But there's no room for error with that game because they have 2 NBA prospects in the front court. They're 4-man, they're 5-man, or ACC, really good ACC players, and So it was it's the kind of game you want to play, and I think we're going to get better because we played that game.
Yeah, you talk about getting better from playing that game and obviously the Auburn game. What are you able to pull from games like that where you don't get the win, but you're still able to get some positives, whether it's the first 18 minutes of that first half or roughly 30 minutes of that Auburn game?
Yeah, I think it starts with the confidence that you know it's an ACC team. You know it's an SEC team that was picked fourth to finish fourth in their league. It starts with that. It starts with the confidence you can play with those guys, even with their size and athleticism and length. You know that you can play against them, and you know you can do the things that you believe you can do.
And then the Auburn game, your last game, just an incredible first half from both teams, 50-49 at the half. Beginning of that second half was really the difference. Obviously, you were able to come back in that second half with multiple chances to even possibly tie the game. What do you take out of that game? Which a game I get more competitive even than the Clemson game.
Yeah, it was a little bit tougher to swallow that one because we could have got them. And Auburn is the kind of team where you can't let them get feeling good, because if you let them feel good, then they get better and better. You need to keep them from doing that, and that's what happened in the first half. We scored 50, but they scored 49, so they were feeling good about themselves. And then we had our chances. We were down 7. We missed a 1-and-1. Down 7, missed a makeable contested layup, and down 7, missed a naked 3. So, you knocked them in. It's a completely different game.
2 individual honors this week. You had Justin Wright Foreman named to the All-Tournament team at the Charleston Classic, and then Eli Pemberton named the CAA Player of the Week. Let's talk about their efforts as this continues on and on for both of them.
Well, the beauty of it is with those two and Rokas Gustis, all their accolades and all the things that they're going to be doing, and Rock will probably be a top 5 rebounder in the country, maybe to lead the country in rebounding. Is that everything they do is to help the team win, and that's and when you do that, the individual accomplishments will come.
One game on the schedule this week, a very familiar spot for you. Actually, the most faced team in your career.
Oh wow! Didn't know that.
Siena, Saturday at 2 p.m. What are your thoughts going into this game? Good to get back, obviously, in New York State too as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good rivalry. It's a good game. I mean, their beat writer just called and asked about the series. I think it's good for both schools. 2 good basketball programs and 2 good venues and all that. Great place to play. Great fans. Jimmy Patsos is, he's always fun to play against because it's a challenge. He does such a great job, and his kids will be ready to go.
Well, Coach, good luck on Saturday, and great talking with you as always.
You too, and again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody.
Happy holidays to everyone, and thank you for joining us on the W. Mason Coach Report with head men's basketball coach Joe Mihalich.